What you say, everyone? Brady Seals here. By God, and I am alive. Not quite well yet. Man, I've gone through all kinds of bronchitis stuff. I'll tell you guys all about it. We'll wait till some people show up. But man, it's good to see you guys on here, It's been quite some time. Um what is the date today? January the 5th. Yes. I'm gonna wait till some people show up. All right, I think we got one person in here. Nope, it's just me. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Um, so last night, man, last night was super special here in Nashville. Can't wait to tell you guys all about it. It was so neat at Third and Lindsley. So, all right, so let me see who all's here. We got Jackie, we got Jean, we got Eddie, Allison, Karen, Debbie, and Amy, Sandy, Keith. Man, so good to see you guys on here, man. It really is. Keith says you guys killed it last night. Oh man, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it, man. I mean, the Petty Junkies, we played last night at Third and Lindsley here in Nashville. And we just had so much fun, y'all. It was just so cool. Packed house, like it normally is there. We've kind of, called that place home, if you will, over the years. I was talking to Lonnie Wilson, the drummer, last night. What's up, Rob? Talking to Lonnie last night. We've been together about 7 years. The Petty Junkies. I cannot believe that it's been that long. Scott, what's up, man? You're never in here. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. So yeah, man, it was just super cool last night. We were rocking and rolling, man. It was super cool. Of course, all Tom Petty stuff, and saw a lot of friends, that usually comes to the show. Tina White was there, and she was freaking great. But we made a lot of new friends last night, which was cool, So Debbie said my Monopoly date with my grandson got canceled. Oh, you got in trouble. Uh-oh, therefore I'm home. All right. I love it. Connie, hello, Brady and Denny. Denny's downstairs. She's doing her thing today. We just got back from running some errands and stuff. Karen says, "Hey Brady, my mom finished your book, so now I can." Awesome. Yes, I'm so glad. I've got several books that have been bought that I haven't signed and done all that stuff just yet. Let me tell you, not to go into this too much. I had bronchitis, y'all. Usually I try to stay healthy, try to stay, stay on my stuff, man. But I'm telling you, I did a show in Trenton, South Carolina in December. I think that it was like December the 7th, something like that. And I drove over there, man, and we played outside and it was cold. And I don't know, something happened, man, but I played that show. The next morning, my voice dropped down like 2 octaves and I sounded like Johnny Cash. And I'm telling you, man, I stayed sick for about a week and a half, got better, then got sick like really bad. So I had to go to the urgent care and the whole thing. There she is. So I had to go to the urgent care and the whole thing, man. And it was just not good. What's going on? I hear Olive out there.
She's scratching. Come on, honey.
Come on, Olive.
Come on, honey.
We got the little mutt, man. She's got to be let in. So So Denny Baker's in the house.
Mm,
What do you say, Denny Baker?
not much.
Everybody's saying hello to you. You know, she said. Jean said, "Where's Miss Denny?"
I know that's why I came out here.
All right,
I was
all right.
sitting by the fire.
Okay, Debbie says hello. So Linda, what's up? Yeah. So we got some people in here that we
We got some
normally
peeps.
don't have in here, man.
That's right.
So it's so good to see everyone. Even my old friend Scott Horman was in here.
Really? Oh
Yes,
my
I don't know
God.
if he's still in here or not, but it's so cool. And but yeah, man. See, there he is, Scott Horman. Hey, big dog. You know. So if you guys don't know Scott, Scott was not only an incredible friend during high school, he was an incredible athlete. Um, he was always the one that got the lead role, man. I mean, Scott was quarterback, he was a freaking pitcher, man. Just an incredible athlete, you know, great basketball player, the whole bit or whatever. So I had my work cut out for me to keep up with Scott for sure. But yeah, man, there was always such an awesome, cool, friendly rivalry between he and I. It's been awesome. Um, Keeps each other on our toes, right? So yeah. Well, I don't know if you have you guys even seen my new glasses? What do you think, man? Do I look astute or what, man?
No.
Huh? No,
I'm always
she's
mischievous.
I know she's always razzing me, man.
You look so cute. I actually picked those out. Remember?
I know.
Well, it was between two of them.
You said I
Like,
look like a professor or something, you know?
like the Richard Gere vibe, or however you say his name.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, okay.
Dashing.
Karen
dashing
said younger.
Younger.
All right,
yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Boom. But you don't see the gray hair. See, that's what it is, man. If you see the gray hair, then it's like, cover is blown. Cover is blown, right? Willie said, "You look great, brother." Thank you, Willie. Man, like I said, Willie, the last time, man, it's good to have you as a new friend on here, brother. It seems like you really know your music, and I love that, right? So very, very cool.
Sandy, was Sandy. She said sexier.
Sandy said sexier.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
put that up there to for everyone to see. Yes, I love it.
Makes you look like a Studley Scott. It really does.
Oh.
See, I knew what I was doing. Us women got good taste, don't we?
Yes, and look, this is what Denny Baker got me for Christmas. One of my Christmas presents. It's like a cool little digital watch, right? You know,
it got
so
a flashlight on it. I love the flashlight.
It does. It's got a flashlight on this dude, man. So in case I, get lost out in the woods at nighttime.
He's not going to get lost out in the woods.
No, I don't. I won't actually.
You stay in the fire.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. The bronchitis.
Actually, it's a lot better though.
Well, she can attest. I've been bedridden.
Well, I counted the other day is about 3,600 coughs because I did the math. You know.
Right.
Well, how many coughs was it per minute? Like 30 or something?
It was like I mean, just insane amount of coughing, man.
Yeah, it's about 3,600 though. You got in your inhaler too.
I did. I was on 4 medications. I was on antibiotics. I had this other thing for my cough. Then I had I had the inhaler, which was kind of interesting. And then what else did I have? Oh, and then I had a steroid, man. So I was
you had everything up under the sun. You took the whole pharmacy.
Man, well, I had to. I was gone, man. Mm-hmm. So how much snow did you get here? Zip.
Oh, us? Asking us?
Yep.
Oh, we never get no snow.
We haven't gotten anything, man. But I've noticed that my Ohio peeps is covered up there.
Really?
Oh
right
yeah.
now?
Oh yeah.
Where we were up there?
I think so. I think so.
Oh,
I think that they're like 10, 12 inches, right?
No
Am I wrong?
Way.
Rob, you would know.
That's fine.
Right?
Love that.
Karen said that's true. Gray hair on a man is very distinguished and sexy too.
That's right.
You know what you're talking about there, Karen. Thank you. So Keith said, we all thought you sounded great as ever last night. So strong. If bronchitis makes you sing like that, I'm gonna go outside.
I know. I
stand
thought
in the
that
rain.
too. I was like, what is going on tonight? You sounded amazing last night. One of your best shows, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I tell you, first of all, thank you. I appreciate it, Keith. But here's the thing. I was able to kind of like hold it together, with my voice and all that kind of stuff. But my brain, see, I had a little bit of like a brain fog. So I was, getting my lyrics messed up a little bit last night or whatever. Not too bad, but a couple little spots where I thought, I've lost my way. I need my little handy dandy watch to get back on track.
Notebook.
So Linda says Ohio is covered in snow stuff. Woo. Okay. Sandy said that she'll send us some snow. Honorary grin. I love it. Todd says, feel better, Brady. Happy New Year. You and Denny loved your Branson upload. Keep them coming.
Well,
thank you so much. Thank you. And speaking of, and so is Illinois. It's bad there. So I'm talking to Stevie Lee, the guy who runs one of the theaters there in Branson. And we're trying to figure out if it's possible for me to do a residency.
Oh, yeah.
There this year for like maybe a month or so.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll just go up there for like a month and hang out and see all the stuff.
It'd even be fun with 4th of July. Because I bet they do fireworks and everything.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
It's a great way to end the show.
So and I've never really done a residency for a while. But I think for something like that it'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So all right, so let me see. Rob. Let's see. Wait. 2 to 3 inches, but still coming down really good. Only 2 or 3 inches?
Is that not very much for up there?
I'm kind of disappointed in Cincinnati.
Is that not very much snow for up there? That's a lot.
No,
here.
Not much. No.
Really?
No.
Man, when we get 2 or 3, school is out, like.
I know it. I know, but Rob will tell you up there, it's like,
Did y'all still go to school with 2 or 3 inches of snow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we did.
Absolutely.
We would get out for like an inch of snow.
Oh, man.
If that.
No, man. I mean, when we were kids, man, we would wake up and those snow trucks, they're out as soon as the snow starts coming down.
That's a kid's worst nightmare.
Yeah. They're out. They're out putting it down,
Oh, man.
Yeah, and and there's not a whole lot of like rural kind of places there.
Yeah, see, I lived on a back road, so that you really couldn't get to school.
So most people kind of get uncovered pretty quick,
Right.
But here, I mean, there's mountains and the whole bit, and it gets pretty gnarly.
This little seedy,
That's right. And sorry for the cough, y'all. So Kansas City is having a blizzard. Ooh, wow, nice. Okay. So classic rock live concerts. Hey there, does it break your heart as much as mine that Little Texas did not have any music released on vinyl? Here's the thing. We do have, a lot of people don't know this, but we do have some 45s that weren't really like released a lot, but they were more promotional kind of things. But yes, it does break my heart. I would love to have a big vinyl record that I could slap on the stereo and make it happen. That would be super cool. Absolutely. Fixing spaghetti while listening to. Nice, man. I wish we could come over, Rob. We eat some of that spaghetti with you, man. Louisville had 6 inches a while ago. Freezing rain now. Yeah. See, that's the thing that none of us ever want to hear is the freezing rain afterwards, because that's when it gets really bad. I'm
cracking myself up over here. I'm watching the live stream.
Yeah.
And I look cross-eyed looking at my phone because I ain't got my glasses on. And I look like I look like my eyes are just going. Do you see it? Oh, well, no, you gotta look at mine. Well, no, you can see me, right?
No, I just think that you're freaking hot. That's
Oh my gosh, I have no makeup on.
well, you're still freaking hot.
Okay.
So there's Nellie Olson, by God. I just love that name, man.
Me too.
I just love it. I think it's so funny. Let me see here. Calling for 8 to 12 inches in Cincinnati.
Where? Oh, really?
Yes.
Man, I gotta stop looking at my phone because I'm looking cross-eyed.
Okay, don't do it.
All right.
Well,
I'm trying to read the comments. I can't see them as far.
She says, I believe your wife is a huge Elvis fan. Have you bought her all 5 of his Sun records on 45 and 78 format?
Yeah, have you, babe?
No, I have not. I have not. No. And not.
Wow,
not,
I didn't even know all that. That's
yeah,
cool.
not wife just yet. Now.
I know we're getting close.
Soon and very soon. This year, man. We're gonna tie the big knot. All right, so we're supposed to get a foot here in mid-Ohio Valley. It's a balmy 3 degrees. Oh my gosh.
What does balmy mean?
In Northeast Indiana.
What does balmy mean?
Well, balmy is usually goes with
like palm trees.
The sun.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wait. I was like, balmy. I was like, that's not very hot.
She
said, I like that. That's funny. I like that.
Todd said breaking out the copper tone, man. Yes. Absolutely. Yep.
I love that.
And Jean said, girl, you look great with no makeup.
Oh my goodness.
See?
Well, thank you.
So okay, so a couple things. This week, Seals and Crofts 2 is going to be down in Boca Grande or Boca Grande.
Boca Grande.
I wonder if it's Grande or Grande.
Grande. I think it's Grande, like Spanish.
Boca Grande,
Grande,
Florida.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we're going to be in Clearwater, I think.
Yes.
Playing 2 shows, one on each day. I think we leave on the 8th, play a show on the 9th, and then one on the 10th. So if you're in Florida, make sure that you come out and hear Seals and Crofts 2. Just go to bradyseals.com, click on the tour tab, and it'll take you exactly where we're going to be, and so on and so forth. I'm ready for some sunny weather, man.
Oh man, I'm kind of jealous of you right now.
But
those are your fly dates, so I don't like flying.
Yeah, I don't like flying.
I got a lot of work to do here myself, so
I don't like flying during flu season either. It's like
oh yeah, didn't even think of that.
I might.
That's fun.
I might go get my flu shot in the next couple of days just to make sure.
I've never had a flu shot.
She's never had the flu, y'all.
I've never had the flu.
Yeah, and she's like, "Is that weird?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, I'm the only person I know.
I know.
It's kind of weird.
Well, I think it's fantastic, man. Listen, I mean, if the flu ever starts killing all of us, you'll be the one that survives,
Yeah, like the zombie apocalypse.
That's exactly right, man.
Taking them out.
Yes, that's right. So, but yeah, so Seals and Crofts 2 this week. January is going to be nuts.
Oh yes, for you and I both.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, just absolute mayhem.
Yep, it's true. Yeah. She's going to be filming some stuff, some really cool stuff. By the way, you guys need to be checking that out. It's going to be some cool stuff coming down the pike.
Yes, and house sitting for a family that I have for a very long time.
Yeah,
that's going to be a while.
Mm-hmm. Doing that.
And like some special stuff. But you can't say.
No, we can't say. Yeah, it's gonna be secret stuff. And then at the end of the month, I'm gonna be playing up in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Seals and Crofts 2, Des Plaines, Illinois, and another place in Illinois. I forget where it is. It's like 2 or 3. And Shipshewana, Indiana is coming up.
Where in Illinois?
Des Plaines.
That's Iowa, right?
Is it Iowa? No, it's not Iowa. Illinois, I think.
I don't know.
I think it's Illinois. I think it's Illinois.
No, it's Illinois, but I don't remember the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Des Plaines.
Oh, no. Are you sure that's not Iowa?
I don't think that it's Iowa. Here, look on your thing on my tour dates real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna check to make sure exactly what's happening here, y'all.
It's been a little slow. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I need to. Okay, so 20.
What date was it?
Okay. So check it out. So
you were right.
Right.
My bad.
That's all right. That's all right. So, January 9th, Boca Grande, Florida. January 10th, Clearwater, Florida. January 23rd, Cleveland, Ohio. 24th, Shipshewana. I love Shipshewana, man. That's a cool joint. 25th, Des Plaines, Illinois. And 26th, St. Charles, Illinois. Right? So it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be really cool. I can't wait. You know?
Well, us women like to be right, so I was trying to go against you. It didn't work.
Right,
it didn't work very well. Did it?
No.
I wanted to be right.
Oh my gosh.
But isn't there a place like kind of like that in Iowa? Like Des Moines. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
All right. You got to give me some credit.
I will give you that. I will give you it. It does kind of sound like Des Moines. Yes.
Don't it though?
It does sound like Des Moines.
That's right.
And I hope to God my voice will hold up.
Oh, it will. I mean, you sounded phenomenal last night.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely incredible.
I appreciate
I mean, I went to another universe. Okay? I did. It makes me love music so much. It like heals my soul. You know what I mean?
Well, playing with the Petty Junkies heals mine. Such incredible players, and there was a lot of there were a lot of like really like high-end musicians there last night.
But you couldn't even tell you were sick. I mean, your voice was like honey. Your voice was like buttered honey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but it's sounding really low now, right now, you know.
Oh my God. It really, yeah, kind of you dropped off into something
right?
else.
You can tell, man. It's still struggling, you know.
No,
so,
you're not struggling. You're beautiful.
But see what I'm saying?
Maybe
it's
that's
still,
not so beautiful.
It's still in there, man. It's still honking, man.
Man, your arms got bigger too.
Yeah.
Man.
Freaking
You're doing great, hon.
Freaking gunning it, man. Oh, love it. So do you ever do meet and greets for any of these shows? You know what? We always try to do meet and greets.
That's right.
You know, I won't get off on this tangent, but I tell you when it all changed, y'all. You know, I remember being with Little Texas back in the day, early on, and us not doing very many meet and greets.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we just didn't. I mean, it was the rock and roll thing to kind of like leave them hanging. You know what I mean? You just didn't have access to the artists and all that kind of stuff. Here's where it changed. Garth freaking Brooks, man, when he come out,
he's like, I'm gonna meet everybody.
That's what he would do, man. After every show, man, here come Garth Brooks, and he would stay until the cows came home, and it literally changed the industry when he started doing that sort of thing.
But you think for the worse, don't you?
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, because you might lose excitement.
That's what I'm saying.
Like once you meet that person, you're just like,
Yep. Because listen, and hopefully I'm not like this with people, but you know, sometimes when you meet your stars, your heroes or whatever,
your inspiration, whatever,
you kind of let down a little bit, you know, or if they're like a bad person. Now all of a sudden their music takes a back seat to their personality.
Right.
You know
I would be that way if I met Elvis though.
Well, what if it was a bad night? See?
That's okay. He got mad all the time. I do too.
Listen,
we're both Spitfires.
I can attest to that,
we're both
man.
Spitfires,
that's the truth. Fiery from the get go.
Listen,
that's right.
Like shooting TVs like him. That's crazy.
No, I hope to God not. You know. We don't need to be shooting. I can't afford them, man.
I know.
I can't
Our
afford
two new
them.
TVs ain't even working properly for some odd
It's
reason.
the truth, man.
We're
Ever
getting
since
some-
we moved in here, man, these TVs aren't working right. You know. All right, I'm gonna slip these professor shades back on. All right, so Mickey Gilly did that here in Branson too. What, like a residency kind of thing? Is that what you're talking about, Karen?
Is it kind of like a smaller scale Las Vegas? That's pretty fun.
Yes, it
Right?
is. It
It's like the
it
Midwest
truly
Las
is.
Vegas.
Well, it reminds me a whole lot of Pigeon Forge. You know, I love it there. It's really, really beautiful. Debbie said, I remember an accidental meet and greet at the gas station after a Little Texas show in San Antonio in the beginning. Wow. That has been quite some time. That was been quite some time ago.
But I'm out of here.
You out? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit by the fire. I'm gonna watch. So.
Okay. All right.
Love y'all. Bye.
Deuces. She's out, man. All right. So Amy says, I met you at CMA Festival and it sure did change my view of you. Well, thank you, Amy. Is that good or bad? I hope that it's good, right? I hope that it's good. Sorry, let me take care of this mop here for a second here, man. It's just getting insane. So hopefully that's good, Amy. So Karen signed autographs. So besides Germany, where else did Little Texas play outside of US? Do you have any stories of these shows? Actually, yes. We played Switzerland. And we also, let me see, we also played Ireland. We played Ireland, and Ireland was really, really funny. I'll tell you. So the situation was we played this little bar. And if you guys remember the artist Jim Lauderdale, he's still out doing his things, more of like a like Americana kind of artist now, right? But back in the day,
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I can't find my glasses.
Uh-oh. They're not in here. I don't see them. But I'll look around. Okay.
Like the three blind mice.
I know it.
Y'all gonna have to help me look for my glasses.
I'll look for them, babe.
Okay, babe.
Love you. So so we played this little Irish pub, right? And Jim Lauderdale was on stage, and and he was kind of opening up for us, right? Well, so Are you okay?
I found them.
Okay, all right, baby.
Okay, come on, Ollie.
Okay,
bye.
bye. So anyway, so I'm in the audience, right? And I'm just kind of making my way through the audience or whatever, and there's this Irish gentleman. He kind of runs into me, and I was like, whoa, you know, and he looks at me, and I could tell that he was drunk, you know, and I was like, uh-oh, here we go. You know, here we freaking go, man, you know. Well, so I look at him and I said, you know, do you have a problem, you know? And he looks at me and he goes, where's your hat? And I'm like, uh-oh, man, you know, here we go. You know, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? So he said, where's your hat? You know, in this little Irish little thing. And I was like, I ain't got no hat, man, you know. And he had one on. And he took it off and he put it on mine. And he goes, you can have mine, mate. And I was like, man, I love this place. It was so much fun. He was just having a good time, man. You know, of course, me with the hair and all that kind of stuff. I had been made fun of, and there's been many times where I've had run-ins with cowboys and, you know, country dudes, rednecks and what have you, man. They didn't like my long hair. And but this Irish dude was like, man, you just need a hat. You know, once you have a hat, you're gonna be fine. So that was a really, really cool experience for me for sure. All right, so let me see here. Nellie said, I met you with my now ex-boyfriend when he was working on your hot tub many years ago. You sat outside and talked to me and gave me an autographed CD. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that that's where we met. Was it over on was it Cedar Lane in Nashville? That's where I was living at the time, and I remember having a hot tub, so that's probably what it was. That's so cool. I saw y'all so many places in Mississippi, but Nejba, is that how you say it? Neshoba County Fair was my favorite. Y'all still need to come on a ghost hunt with me. Man, that sounds like so much freaking fun, man. I've always wondered whether or not, you know, I could ever see one, man, or just like feel the presence of a freaking weird ghost or something, man. I met Dan Seals. Now my dream is to meet you and Denny, of course. Well, come on, Sandy. So where do you live? And we'll see if we can make that happen. So Sarah says, when I finally met Augie Myers, I totally fangirled. I just blurted out, I love you, like I had no sense in my head. He was so generous. It's funny now, but I was so embarrassed that night. Oh my God. Listen, that reminds me. That reminds me of a really, really funny story. There used to be this place downtown Nashville called Noshville. Cool deli place. There's only one left in Nashville now, and now it's in Green Hills, but there used to be one down on Broadway. Well, that was like the place to go for everyone back in the day. And so me and all of the guys from Hot Apple Pie went there for lunch, right? We're hanging, we're eating us some deli sandwiches, the whole bit of whatever. Well, we noticed while we were in there that Stevie Ray Vaughan's band Double Trouble was there, and they were sitting there, and we're geeking out, man. We're like, oh my gosh, man, it's Double Trouble, you know. It was all we could do not to say something, you know. And we're just like, oh my gosh, you know, this is so cool. Well, right at the very end, we're getting ready to go out the door. You know, we're looking back. Well, Sparky, our guitar player, right before we go out, he goes, Double Trouble. we run out the door, man. And we cracked up to this day, man. It was so much fun because we were totally geeking out over Stevie Ray Vaughan's band. So that totally reminds me of that, Sarah. That's so funny. So Amy, it is good still following you, and I have my daughter asking when you go live. Oh, that's so cool. Bridget, I did a song on my channel called I Grew Up on Little Texas and God. Oh wow, I love that. I think that's fantastic. You got to send me a copy of it and send me a link or something, right? I'd love to hear it. So I enjoy your live chats. Well, good. Make sure you join me every time that I do. Like I said, y'all, I have tried so long to get my YouTube channel up and rocking, and I don't know, man. I just get so many things going on that I just never really like make it happen. I just don't, man. I just get too many things going on. And I don't spend enough time doing live chats, but I really, really need to. I really do. So I loved your long hair. Was it natural or permed? Well, Karen, look, here's the deal. I'll put this down for a second. Right now, this is about how long it is right now. But as you can tell, man, it's curly. right? It's like on the inside, it's really, really curly. And back in the day, back in the day, I would use diffusers, hairspray, mousse, anything I possibly could, man, because that was like the thing back in the day, man. I mean, we were we were going up against like Firehouse and Poison and Bon Jovi and White Snake, right? So even though we were country boys, we could still appreciate some rock and roll, right? So it was all natural, and that was that way with everyone, by the way, in the band. No one had perms, though everyone loved to say that we had perms, but we did not have perms. We were not quite that vain. So there's that, right? Um, so let's see, a brick house, a red brick house, I believe. Okay, so yes, it was Cedar Lane. It was Cedar Lane. Sorry, this crazy thing. That's why I had this thing up in a thing. But it was Cedar Lane that I met you. So cool. Wow, I can't believe that that's where I met you. Um, so so Sandy, you're from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Okay, let me see. Are we playing anywhere in West Virginia anywhere soon? Not that I know of, but hopefully soon. All of our tour schedules will always be on my tour tab on my website, just bradyseals.com. So hopefully we'll try to make that happen, Sandy. I got many places in Nashville and Kentucky to go on hunts. Be there in September. Oh my gosh, Eileen. That is so freaking cool, man. I mean, really, that's just so cool to to like have like a freaking ghost hunt, man. Come on. I mean, that would be super cool. Is it kind of like deer hunting? I'm not really a hunter, I'm just now listen, I love to go and observe. The only time that I've ever gone like hunting, I was I was in high school and my brother was into hunting. And we went on a pheasant hunt one time and I shot a pheasant. Now mind you, they took the pheasants home and they cleaned them and they ate them and all of that kind of stuff. But y'all, I felt so terrible, man. I was just like, that gummit. Man, I don't need to be out here shooting pheasants, man, when I can go to the store up here to Piggly Wiggly and get me one, man. So I was just like, ah, I don't know. Now, mind you, I I totally support hunting. I totally support hunting if it's done correctly, right? If you're gonna kill, kill the animal properly, if you eat the animal, all that kind of stuff, or whatever, totally understand. But I don't like the sport of hunting. That's just my thing. I just don't like it, man. Now, and I know that it is necessary for a lot of deer, right? So because there's deer can get out of hand, man, and then there's also other rodent issues like armadillos and stuff like that. I know that it can get out of hand, but as long as it's done correctly, I got no problem with it. You know. So I met you and Lua. Hope to meet Denny sometime. Yes, I remember that, Connie. Absolutely. Um, I was hanging out with Brady and a fan came up and asked the perm question. He didn't even answer. Yeah, man. I mean, I get it. I get it all the time. I mean, literally, I get the, did you have a perm? No, I did not, So, so a couple of months ago, I posted your Germany show from 1992 From watching the band play, it looks like when you played Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire, the band was on fire. Explain that energy. Oh my God. Well, okay. So I've explained several times the whole Jerry Lee thing. I was always a very, very huge Jerry Lee fan when I was a kid. Um, my first song that me and my dad learned was an Elvis tune. That's All Right, Mama. And then the next song that we learned was You Win Again, which was Jerry Lee. And so I was always a big, big fan of that whole 50s thing, man. I just, to this day, it's the thing that resonates with me the most. That and bluegrass, because I think it because of my dad's bluegrass Kentucky background. But anyway, so when we started doing that medley, it started off um, when Little Texas was actually a 50s and 60s band. I don't know if you knew that or not, but we were called the Varsities, right? When I first entered the band, they had several 50s and 60s shows lined up on cruise ships and a couple of Holiday Inns and stuff like that or whatever. So we had to finish up a couple of those shows. And since I was a piano player, I was like, hey, well, maybe we can do a Jerry Lee Lewis kind of deal. So when we worked it up, it worked. And it was so super, super cool. So when we went into the whole country realm, we just brought that over, man. And we would play that thing in Dallas, Texas, or in Fort Worth. And then we started playing it over in South Carolina. We'd playing some shows there and Miss Kitty's in Atlanta, Georgia, or Marietta, Georgia. And it just worked, man. People just loved that vibe, you know. And early on, I was as skinny as a twig. So whenever I would get up and do all that kind of stuff and take off my shirt, I was doing it because it was so ludicrous and stupid. I was so skinny, man. I was so skinny. So there was nothing sexy about it whatsoever. You know, I was just like, you know, hey, this is what you get, girls, you know, and, you know, just a stick figure up there. But then I started working out or whatever. Then it started becoming a little bit more risque and almost like a strip tease and stuff. And I'm like, no, let's not do that anymore. So but that was, you know, luckily over in Germany when we did that show, man, um those people looked at us like we were crazy. We were nuts, you know. But heck, back then I was a little nuts myself. But boy, it sure was fun. And I look back on it now and think, man, you know, hey, if you got the energy to do it, SEALs, freaking do it. So there you go. Hopefully that explains it a little bit. Amy says, my hair used to be straight and I did perms and it looked like a lot like yours. Now my hair is natural, curly like the Little Texas days. Listen, back in the day, man, it was all about the diffusers, man. You get those diffusers on that thing and it would like just curl up those curls, man. So that's what it was all about. We could put your pictures up with our metal gods and not be posers. That's right. That's right. Sorry for coughing, y'all. All of the new people in the room. I had bronchitis, so I'm so sorry. I met you in the band after concert at the Paso Robles Mid-State Fair back in the early days. You were so sweet and genuine. Little Texas never put out a bad song. Thank you for the memories, Michelle. Oh my God. Okay, so I tell this story all the time, but you've never heard it, Michelle. So before Little Texas, okay, I'm 16 years old. First time I go out on the road with a guy named Josh Logan. We drive all the way up to the Catskill Mountains in New York, right? We open up for Lee Greenwood, right? I think that I've made it right off the bat. Boom. right? So we play the show. We get in this little like van, like it's called a trans van, right? So you can transfer it over into like a van, kind of RV kind of deal. We drive 3,366 miles all the way over to Paso Robles, California, right? It was literally one of my first trips to the Mid-State Fair, right? So that was I'll never forget it. It was just an insane cool trip for me, and it's so wild to see that on the screen after all these years, because Little Texas did come back later on, like you said, and we played that fair, man, and all that was running through my brain, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember this place. So cool. So it's good to see you on here, Michelle. Posted the link and I'll email it to you. Thank you so much, Bridget. I appreciate it. So Eileen said, it's like fishing. You never know what you're going to catch. We're talking about ghosts now. It's like fishing. You never know what you'll catch. I've worked with some of the best in the field. Okay, listen. It kind of freaks me out. It's very intriguing at the same time. I'm totally in, right? Says they have a ghost tour at the old penitentiary in Jefferson City, Missouri at night. Oh my God. I've got to go. It's like one of those things, man, that you've just got to freaking experience, man. So you've got to hook me up. That's just so cool. Me and Denny both will go on that, man. If I can get her to go. She might not go. We'll see. I won't go to Jimmy John's sub shop anymore. He hunts for sport. Okay, now wait a minute. What are you talking about, Nellie Olson? What are you talking about? He hunts. Oh, I see. Hunts, as in not hunting for ghosts, but hunting, right? We're jumping all over the place. I love it. Okay. All right. So, oh my God. Debbie says, I remember a shirtless Brady. I need to find my pictures. Oh my God. Listen, I probably did that for like maybe 3 years, something like that. From the real skinny phase to when I started bulking up. And when I, like I said, when I got to that point, I was like, Seals, listen, man, you gotta stop, man. You just gotta stop. And of course, everyone would, request the Jerry Lee thing, which it was fun. It was a great showstopper, man. We'd go from let me see if I can you guys hear that? Right? Yeah. Right? So we'd go from you shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much love drive a man insane. Broke my will. What a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire, right? I loved the love and I thought it was funny, right? So we would do great balls of fire. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And then Tim would do what would he do? Knocking, boom, 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 knocking. Rocking at the high school hop, rocking at the high school hop, bopping at the high school hop, shaking at the high school hop. Oh yeah, well. And I think O'Brien would do like Let me see. Oh, come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. Come on over, baby. We got chicken and porn. Whatever. We're begging. Whole lot of shaking going on. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Woo! Shake it, baby. We're begging. Whole lot of shaking going on. All of that kind of stuff, man, and it's just so much fun, man. It's so much fun. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I grew up listening to, man. I put that record player up on top of the piano and just literally, put that back on the groove just over and over and over till I figured out all of those licks on my own. It was so much fun, right? Yeah, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not. I was telling Denny about this. There's a little show that's here in town called the $1 Million Quartet. And years ago, before that was like a thing, like a play or a like an on the road kind of show that they have now, I get a call from Chuck Mead. I don't know if you guys remember Chuck Mead or not. Chuck used to be the lead singer for the band BR549. Such a cool band that played in Nashville all the time. But Chuck called me. He goes, "Hey man," he said, I'd heard through the grapevine that that you do a mean Jerry Lee Lewis, and I was like, "Well, I'm a big fan, And he said, "Well," he says, "I wonder if you'd be down to audition for the role of Jerry Lee Lewis for the $1 Million Quartet. We're going to open this thing up in Chicago." And I was like, "Oh man, I'll give it a shot, Well, he said, "Okay." He said, "This is where we're going to be, so on, so forth." Well, there's this little place in Nashville called SIR. And it's like a rehearsal facility. So I met him down there that day or whatever. And there's like maybe 4 or 5 other people there, like people from the production staff or whatever. And I come in the room and he goes, "Well, man," and they had a big grand piano sitting there, And they said, "Hey, what do you think? Just you play something for us or whatever." And I started in with Great Balls of Fire. I, did the whole thing, right? Well, about halfway through it, I'm done, and I kicked that freaking stool, man. Well, little did I know, but the stool, it had all kinds of, it had like sheet music and stuff in there that somebody had, and all that stuff just went flying everywhere, man. So when I kicked that thing across the floor, it went flying. And when I got, "Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire," he stood up. He said, "Man, you got the job if you want it," And I was actually very, very excited about the role. I thought that it would be really, really fun and cool to do. But I tell you what happened. A little sad side note. It was a month or 2 after that. My dad got really, really sick and he passed away. And they had called me and they said, "Hey, we're getting ready to start up the rehearsals and this and that or whatever. You still in?" And I said, "Man, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry." I said, "But my head right now is definitely not in that place. And I just don't know if I can help you right now, man. I'm sorry." And, but that's been years and years and years ago. I turned it down. And now it's like this big thing, man. It's like there's like all these different kind of road shows and stuff of the $1 Million Quartet and stuff. So, little side note there for you. Cool little story, right? But love Jerry Lee, man, for sure. So I know I kind of got off on a tangent there for a second. All right. So, oh man. So, man, you guys are on this, on this ghost thing. Denny's wondering, hey, can demons follow me around? Ooh, man, dadgummit, man, y'all are in deep. She says, I said, have you ever been there at the Arcadia Theater in St. Charles on the ghosts in the theater dating back to Al Capone? Whoa. I think that's where we're going to be playing, man. You mean to tell me that there's ghosts there? Lua is going to go berserk, man. She freaking loves that kind of stuff. She'll be like, what? You know? So Eileen says, Denny, you're good. No demons. Got me up, and I'll make it happen somewhere for y'all. So all good, no demons. Okay, so touring with Travis and Trisha, any stories? I gotta believe Travis would have been great. I will go on record with a story that is kind of embarrassing, but funny. I think that I have told some of you guys this story. Well, back in the day, listen, I used to smoke. I used to smoke some, not tobacco. We'll put it that way, right? So, never hard drugs, never in my life. And I never really was a drinker, really, but I did partake in some weed, right, back in the day. Well, so the situation was Little Texas would open up the show, and then Trisha Yearwood, and then Travis Tritt. So after the Little Texas show, I would go back to the bus and I would just chill, man. I would just chill and smoke a little, right? And this particular night or whatever, I found myself in the back of the bus, and I'm just like, everybody's gone. I'm like, uh-oh, maybe I need to get back up to the stage, because at the end of each show, we would do this thing where we'd all come out on the stage and we would sing, "We are young country, we are the pride," right? That Hank Williams Jr. tune, right? But we did our own version of it. I'd sing a little something, Tim sing a little something, da 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 da, then Trisha, and then Travis, right? And that's how we would end the show. Well, so this night I'm thinking, uh-oh, man, I better get up on stage. So I get back up there. And well, this particular night, Travis, he's on a roll, man. He's playing his Southern rock set. Sometimes he would kind of get in this mode where he just want to sing Southern rock stuff. Well, he's up there and we're like, uh-oh, okay, we're probably not going to do young country tonight. We'll just hang out here for the rest of the evening. Well, about that time, here come Travis, and he goes, come on out, boys, let's go. He wanted us to come up there and sing with him. Well, now, mind you, I'd been smoking a little bit, right? So I'm like, what? Heck yeah, let's go, man. So I'm walking out there, and I get out there, and I look back, and none of the dudes from Little Texas followed me, man. It's just me. I'm out there by myself in front of 15,000 people with Travis. and he's playing he's playing The Breeze, right? And he said, man, you sing the verses. And I said, dude, I don't know the verses. And he was like, oh man, well, just sing what you know. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all, I freaked out so bad and showed my butt so bad, man. I was like, oh my God, it I think that it was the last time that I smoked ever on that tour because I got so freaked out. But I was just up there as me and Travis, man. It was so much fun though. I wouldn't trade the memory for anything now. All right. Eileen, take care of yourself. You out of here? Yeah. It's good to see you. All right. So Brady Seals, another you, another me. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I had a spirit in my house the whole week. Mom was in the hospital last year. Sandy, that's just like frightening. That's not right. Gee whiz, man. Nellie said, I remember that story. You were smoking the devil's lettuce. I was smoking the devil's lettuce, man. Listen, back in the day, my dad my dad said that the old farmers used to call it life everlasting, man. Seriously, that's what they called it. I'm like, gee whiz, I don't know. It didn't last me a lifetime for sure. I had to quit that stuff. Speaking of quitting, y'all, I'm gonna get off here for the evening, but I have sure enjoyed hanging out with y'all. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me as well. It's always such a pleasure, just catching up, and like I said, make sure that you go to my tour page or whatever, see where I'm going to be. If we're in your area, please come out to a show. We'd love to see you and hang out with you a little bit, Hey, Mary, you said you've been having health issues. So sorry, but I'm going to be praying for you. Yes. Goodness gracious. Okay, y'all. I enjoyed it too, Debbie. I enjoyed it too. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Gene, great seeing you. All right. You guys take care of yourself, Debbie. Stay away from those crazy ghosts out there, man. Stay away. All right. So, Amy, you guys take care. Love y'all. Good night. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.